Okay, so I made this concept because I kind of like the /effect jump pads, but it's kind of hard to control where you want the player to go and others. So what I have for you today, working jump pad, yeah. So what happens is there's an ArmorStand that detects if the player is near. If the player is near, then this happens. What happened though? What happened? It's the ArmorStand killed itself, but before any of that happened, it summoned in a FallingSand entity that has the block of a brown mushroom. And if the player detects that kind of FallingSand entity, then you know what happens. You constantly get teleported to it, which forces you to be jumping in that direction. But Ethan, how did you do that? Well, when it summons it, it has the motion tag. As you can see, it has the motion tag right here, which is 0.5, 1.1. Well, 0.5 is the Y, and 1.0 is how far it's going to travel. But let's have some fun. 2.5. Let's see what happens there. You can imagine that's going to be chaos. Oh, yep. Okay, yeah. The only problem with this concept, though, is that the player cannot control his head, and will instead always be facing this way. However, if you duplicate this command, which teleports the nearest player to the FallingSand entity, as dual execute before this note. If you copy that into another repeating command block and include the yaw and pitch tag, then you might be able to make it so that the player will look somewhere else. If you don't know what yaw and pitch tag is, it's basically, okay, I'm using the LOL cat language right now, so don't expect it to be weird. So /TP player XYZ, right? But there's even an optional yaw and pitch. Yaw being the X version, the X position for the camera, well, the angle, and yaw being the Y angle for the camera. And in some games, there's a rotation one. It's like the Z of the camera, except the camera rotates, it's impossible to do. But yeah, so that's how it works. So jump here, and don't worry, the description shall guide you what order it goes in. So it'll tell you the command blocks like repeating command block, chain command block conditional, and it'll do it in order. Just remember it's in this order, right? And the impulse command block will summon it. There'll even be a version for summoning it if you want the name and both the ArmorStand to be invisible in the name. However, if you want the name to be there, which I guess that'd be fancy, so the tag CustomNameVisible 1. Makes sense, right? And then yeah. Okay, imagine if I just did this. Hold on a minute. This is gonna be hilarious. I don't know if it'll be hilarious, but screw it, let's do it. Yes, I'm just doing. Okay. Well, you get the point on how the jump pads work. You can even experiment with the motion tag to see where it might take you. Just don't make extremely big values. I recommend making the values a maximum of 2. because, well, things might go out of hand. And you might go like when I was still experimenting with the FallingSand entities, I did the X value 3 and then Y value 2, and look how far it went. Yeah. So this concept should hopefully be helpful if you're making servers that are not powered by plugins. And